Secretary General, after the meeting today with the foreign ministers, what you have heard, would that make you more comfortable or confident that Kharkiv will hold or withstand a Russian summer offensive?
It has made me more confident that NATO allies are prepared to give the support, provide the support to Ukraine that they need to prevail and to stop the Russian invaders. Wars are by nature unpredictable, but what we have seen so far is that Russia has not been able to have any big breakthrough. They have made some marginal territorial gains, but have paid a very high price. And now weapons and ammunition are coming in from NATO allies, and therefore I'm confident that Ukraine absolutely can prevail.
And these weapons and ammunition, can they now hit Russian targets, even from places like United States and German weapons?
Well, we need to remember what this is. This is a war aggression. Russia has attacked another country, and that's a blatant violation of international law. But according to international law, self-defense is legitimate. And what Ukraine is doing is that they're defending themselves. And the right of self-defense also includes the right to strike targets on the territory of the aggressor. And that's exactly what Ukraine must be able to do, not least in Kharkiv, because there the front line and the borderline is more or less the same. So therefore it will be very difficult if Ukrainians were forced to accept that artillery batteries, missile batteries or airstrikes, or airfields on the Russian side were kind of safe for Russians because they were not able to use their weapons against them. But I welcome therefore that NATO allies have eased restrictions and have made it clear that of course, Ukraine has the right for self-defense.
What about nuclear radars? Can you hit those in Russia?
Well, I will not go into the details about exactly how Ukraine should conduct their self-defense operations, but it should be in line with international law, and it should be conducted in a responsible way.
Turning to the eastern flank, obviously NATO has brigades, etc. there, but there's also worrying reports that there aren't any air defenses in the eastern flank. Is the eastern flank properly protected?
NATO is able, capable, ready to protect all NATO allies. We have to remember that NATO is 50% of the world's military might, and we have many capabilities, and we have the United States, by far the strongest military power in the world. Then we have agreed new defense plans with increased ambitions because we live in a more dangerous world. So there is a need to invest more to meet those requirements flowing from or coming from the new defense plans. And that includes also investing more in air defense. Allies have agreed to acquire or to field 700 more fifth-generation fighter jets. That's very capable systems to also do air defense. We have just, Germany and the United States have just, or Lockheed Martin has just agreed to build a new factory for Patriot missiles in Germany, and many other allies are ramping up production. So there will be more, and we are investing more, including air defense.
Sure, there are plans, yes, but are there actually equipment to fill those plans, and will they be done anytime soon? That's the question.
Well, allies, when they now are increasing defense investments, they are all, not least, investing in advanced air defense systems. And just over the last few years, we have doubled the number of allies spending 2% of GDP. Not many years ago, it was less than 10. In the latest report in February, we had 18 allies spending 2% of GDP on defense. And I expect that number to increase even further. And this reflects that allies are investing more, and they're investing more, and not least in air defense. Poland, other allies are now buying huge amounts of advanced air defense systems, and production is increasing. There will be, for instance, a new plant in Germany. There are other examples.
Finally, on Georgia. You have seen that Georgia has enacted foreign agent law. You saw recently now that there's a Chinese company investing in a very crucial port in Georgia. Is it time to scale down NATO-Georgia engagement? Are they still an aspirant country? Should they be? And should you scale down, for example, the NATO-Georgia comprehensive package that was agreed a few years ago.
So, Georgia is a partner. I just visited Georgia, and it's important that we engage with the partner nations like Georgia. At the same time, the new law on foreign agent takes Georgia in the wrong direction, and therefore NATO allies and many other countries have expressed their concerns, and we need to ensure that the aspirations of the Georgian people to live in a democratic society is something which is met.
But will this have any consequences specifically on NATO-Georgia relations?
It has not been addressed, and our partnership is something which has broad support, but of course a part of partnership is political dialogue, and part of that political dialogue is also then to raise concerns.
So they remain an aspirant country, for example?
Well, they have applied for membership. We have not yet granted them a membership action plan, but we have a partnership relationship with Georgia.